What's going on, everyone? It's your Rifle here, and in today's video I am connected with you now. Yes, since you can hear my voice, I have some kind of connection with you. Find that a little creepy and weird. I know. It is kind of. But anyways, in this video I have something important to go over. There's actually a lot of confusion with armor-piercing rounds. And now guys, before I start this, I just want to let you all know I've been a madman researching and trying to figure out what's the truth with armor-piercing rounds. I've heard this, I've heard that, I've heard this and that, and this, and I can't forget about that. The reason why people keep saying you can shoot through walls with a hand cannon. You could shoot through walls with this, you could shoot through walls with that if you have armor-piercing rounds. You can't. And how I ended up even clarifying this information was I gathered up a bunch of people that had multiple weapons to help me out. And thankfully, they end up helping me out. I've also had some disgusted hate about armor-piercing rounds with me, and actually I've already known that you could shoot through walls with any sniper, because my buddy had an Efferdite spear, and I have one as well. I just never reforged it to have armor-piercing rounds. So just to clarify it, I'm not a retard, man. Calm down with hostility. I know it's the internet. Let your imagination run wild, but daggone. But besides that point, I got a lot of other weapons with armor-piercing rounds to show you guys that you cannot shoot through any objects or walls like the sniper rifle can. So no matter whatever you heard about, yeah, I shot this, I shot that through the wall with this and through the wall with that, it's not true. If it is actually true, well then something happened that wasn't supposed to happen. So I got a person with an auto rifle that had armor-piercing rounds, I got a person with a hand cannon that had armor-piercing rounds, so on and so forth. You get it. I got these people to help me out with this project. And I have to say this project came together nicely, just because now I have the facts and now I'm delivering it to you all. Now guys, the armor-piercing rounds perk is great. It's a perk that can be found on rare and legendary weapons in Destiny. It allows your bullets to penetrate and damage multiple enemies, but lowers your weapon stability. And that may not sound too special. Okay, I can do some collateral damage. Awesome. But there's more to meets the eye with the armor-piercing rounds perk. We tried thick walls, thin objects, and nothing was going through. The only thing that would go through was a sniper rifle shot. Some sniper rifles that I know of that have the armor-piercing rounds is a new Monarchy sniper rifle called Prudence 2, and there's also a sniper rifle that you can get from the Iron Banner called Efferdite Spear. If it doesn't come out how you like it, you can reforge it and try to get armor-piercing rounds on it. I unfortunately don't have armor-piercing rounds on my Efferdite Spear, but you can reforge it in the Iron Banner. Just go up to the place with the weapon equipped, and you'll be able to change the perks around on the weapons you get from the Iron Banner. Also, there's a sniper rifle that's sold by Vanguard called LDR 5001, also known as the Long Distance Relationship, and is currently my favorite sniper rifle on the game. It comes in all damage types, and this also has armor-piercing rounds on it. And there's probably a lot more sniper rifles. I'm just naming off a few. There are multiple sniper rifles that can come with armor-piercing rounds, although a lot of them are randomized, so there's a chance that you won't get armor-piercing rounds that you see your buddy having with armor-piercing rounds, unless it's the LDR 5001 or the ones that are bought from shops. Those are not going to be random, and you will for sure get the armor-piercing rounds. Like if your buddy has armor-piercing rounds on the sniper rifle and you ask, where'd you get that? And they say they bought it from somewhere, well then chances are you are going to get the same perks as your buddy. These sniper rifles are absolutely incredible in PvP, and it can piss off a lot of people. Actually, I'm talking about it can piss off some people to an extent that they'll report your account. I know, sad, right? Because you're not even doing nothing wrong. You're actually just playing with a weapon. The reason why they report your account is because not a lot of people are familiar with the armor-piercing rounds shooting through walls. So it's definitely a surprise advantage. Although you're all like, well, now a lot of people know about this. Yeah, there's more people that know about this, but there is still not a lot. There is millions in the Destiny community. The sniper rifle can be very useful in PvE as well. Of course it's good in PvP, but it's also very valuable in PvE. Think about how many freaking obstacles you can shoot through at a boss. You can be safe wherever you're at with the sniper rifle as long as you got some special ammo. Sure, it may take some more time if you're just shooting through the wall blankly at a boss, but you're still able to beat the boss without getting hit, without getting hurt. And once again, if you do it that way, it's going to be slow and boring. But if you're having problems, this is a way to solve it. Also, before I say this, I'm not saying you are not capable of doing the flawless striker, beating the strike without dying. I'm just saying this can also help with that. Something else that is awesome to have is rocket launchers. They're awesome. They're my favorite weapon to use when shooting through walls. I'm just kidding. Rocket launchers do not shoot through walls. They may curve around walls, but they don't shoot through them. Also, in case you were wondering, you cannot shoot through the Titan's bubble whatsoever, in or out of it. And also, you cannot shoot through the energy barriers on Crota's End raid, and anything similar to the energy barriers. But what you can shoot through are the spawn doors, what the enemies come out of. And this gives you an extra advantage just because you're already putting pressure on them when they're coming out of the spawn. However, I don't suggest using this against the sword bearer coming out of his spawn door, just because that can slow down the process of killing the sword bearer. So keep that in mind when you're shooting through the spawn doors. Armor piercing rounds overall is an amazing perk to have, but is it really worth it on a pulse rifle, an auto rifle, a scout rifle, a hand cannon? In my opinion, yes. The reason why is it makes your ammo more efficient, especially for fast fights like a bunch of thrall coming at you. That's when I see this being more handy than, say, field scout. But say like you're going against a boss, now I'm not really sure armor piercing rounds is going to be your best friend. You might want to choose another perk. Field scout might be more valuable against a boss, just because you're unloading on just that boss, not multiple targets. Sure, you might be shooting at a target here and there, but your main objective is the boss. Now, to get further into this, if the field scout only gives you like one extra shot, or it doesn't give you that many extra shots, well then go for armor piercing rounds. It's more efficient on ammo. Armor piercing rounds overall is a great perk. Of course, if you are using a sniper rifle, always armor piercing rounds. Well, that's just my opinion. I freaking love this perk, and I might be a little bit biased with it, but can you agree with me? Or have I been a little bit over the top in this video about how good armor piercing rounds is? But I guess I'll leave it with that question. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video, and hopefully this video has helped you out in some way. If the video was enjoyable, please remember to leave a like. It helps me out a lot, and it's much appreciated by me. And not to mention, every time you give me a like, it helps the rating of the whole entire video, helps it get passed around. Because one like is like a big appreciation to me, just because I see you guys are appreciative of my videos that I am giving you. I hope that makes sense, and I hope I'm not being too pushy with the like, whoa, Rifle, watch it. I get it. You want me to like the video. You can stop saying it now. I get it. And now I'm not going to like it because you said it so much. But that's about wrapping up this video, everyone. Thanks, everyone, for watching, and most importantly, thank you all for your time. Peace.
Just wasn't right. He had something missing. Just one little touch, he could have had it. One little touch. I really looked into it. And you know what the trick is? You gotta be the Super Saiyan to actually be the Super Saiyan.